Hello, welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm Coco. I do not. I have to get a hold of Danny and let him know when he wants to pop in. Pop in. Um, just wait quick about that. I forgot if I'm any. Oh, here. Yeah, yeah. Which is you can tell last week to this week or last show to this show. There's a little bit different, I think. Um, I'm a little bit better. Uh, that's I think. Okay, so if you're gonna watch Impact, so bear with me with that. So I do have news this week. One of them is week. Uh, not more so like just returning team merging. So, and if I lots of other news for this. And in Impact there is a return of another person. This time it is a female, and apparently Impact has this rate of return people or people returning to Impact. How? Oh, I wonder why. And how is it that Impact is pulling this cars out? Um, so yeah, this one is a female the same. Now male. Well, I mean, last year was Sandman and Cebu, so I think they're trying to switch it up on who's returning. Okay, so we have Austin Ace versus cousin John Ike with his Cody Dinner person. Uh, and let's see. Um, so basically, here's there was some pipeline going on. Uh, wait, one. Yeah. Some apparently some high flying and all that like back and forth crap stuff. And some pitting early on. And then so Jake connects with a driver. I can't pronounce the first part. Mitchell. Oh yeah. For near fall during the match. So apparently, Desi Squad attacked Cody ringside, and Darth throws Jake off, which Austin won that one. Um, Next one is just one right. So last match was like kind of a okay, I think good one for not decent. Next one is the non-title match. It's Su Young at ringside. So it's Taya versus Rosemary. Uh, I saw a partial of this one. So basically, they go at it, and then during the match, Havoc comes in. From like her theme plays. She goes down. She looks like she gained weight. Um, I'm sorry, but she does look like she gained some pounds. Because I'm not sure if she was that way prior her first run, but who knows? And so, like I said, James, uh, re, yeah, Havoc returns with Father James bringing him back, pretty much. And there is no winner of it due to Havoc's pretty much wreaking havoc. I'm sorry about that one. That was not Danny. Okay, so next match was Madman Fulton and Callahan versus local competitors. 2-1-1. Madman pretty much defeated. It was defeated both of them to make a quick one. I think it was really more. Uh, OVE, Dave and J. Chris, first with Callahan and Fulton versus Scarlett and Falaba. Uh, so Ref got on top of this one because, of course, Ref thinks that they're gonna cheat. So Fulton and Callahan are ejected from ringside. So I think they got attempted to get in, attempted to start something, and the um uh yeah, something had happened where the uh or the ref felt like they're going to so yeah so Falahaba hits Jake with running spotty, and then and immediately Dave gets in to keep the momentum of VE. Uh, and apparently Scarlett gets pulled off her apron by Jake when Falaba is about to get a tagger in. And then there's a counter, and finally Scarlett gets back up and then gets back tags in. And then multiple Hurricane Ranas, and then the top body cross to take out both members of OVE. Falaba comes in with a signature dive. Scarlett's next to fly. Uh, when she modifies this Jeff Hardy's Swanton Bomb from the outside. Uh, so both of them hits Dave with a Doomsday off the top rope for a very close call. Behind the referee back, Dave hits Falaba with a roll of quarters. So WE won that one. Um, so so after the match, and of course Tessa is not liking it. OVE are about to attack Scarlett when Tessa Blanchard makes a save and clears the ring. Um, back backstage, Sam is furious that LV is letting Tessa embarrass them. Callahan said they're not done with Tessa. Um, sorry for the background. My brother's also streaming, so bear with me. In the background. So it's Frenemies match. This is Jordan Grace versus Kiera Hogan. So Grace launches herself from the second rope, crashes into Kiera on the mat for an early 2 count. Kiera begged Jordan to stop the attack, but it was all Russ in an attempt to gain the advantage. Kiera hits the running dropkick in the corner. Kiera pummels Grace with a series of kicks to remain in control. Grace connects with the Grace divert to secure the win. So Grace won that match. So This was the last match. So this one is LAX with Colin versus the Rascals with Trey. And this one is a tag team match for the titles. So Ortiz wins hits Ortiz with a springboard choke slam, a screw. Fly Des flies over the top with a super space flying tiger drop. That's a lot of words in one finisher. To both members of LAX, Lance hit Ortiz with a swanton followed by the top rope corkscrew from Ortiz for a very close near fall. Which they take a step out of LAX last. They brought him with the ringside of what the Des connects with the hang spring wheel kick on Santana. And then Santana hits with the cutter. So basically what it looks like Rascals was in control pretty much until a fuck up moment. And pretty much tag team champs still won that match. Never what? It's very interesting. No. And of course my thing has pretty much stopped. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Daddy will be on. One. So, while Danny is getting on, I will ask him for his opinion about Impact. So, he's kind of like there. I want to quickly mention this and something that Donovan gave me. So, this past, I want to say since 2017, this team had failed to get, I think, their application in. If I'm correct. I might be wrong. And during the time, he was denied, and we have our League Legends LCS announced of who's in it, who's going to be playing, stuff like that. So this team asked the teams what to do, like about hey, go mining, stuff like that. This one team did. So I'm going these two teams I'm going to mention first, but I'm going to mention this current team, then the team that want to merge, and it is actually coming back in 2020 to make it easier. So Clutch Gaming, we all know, or some of us know, was I pretty much say taken over by taking Dignitas's team spot or one of them's, I'm not sure. And during the time that they were here for 2 seasons, and what I mean by that is Dignitas is coming back 2020. They have to keep the name Clutch Claiming for the rest of the season. And what I mean by that is there was rumors going around with this team coming back. And or there's rumors that this team is doing whatever. So it is true. I saw a video from Travis Gaver. If you want to look at that one about what the CEO, the new CEO, I should say, said last year about the merging process, returning to league, stuff like that. He does not know what went wrong. I don't know the full story of what went wrong. So I'm here to say, well, first of all, Dignitas, if you're watching, welcome back to LCS. It's a pleasure to be back or have you guys back. And for some of you guys who don't know, Dignitas is one of the original 8 teams that played in LCS. They took 2 years off because of the thing. So with them returning and merging with Clutch Gaming, I'm not sure if they're going to keep Team Dignitas and Clutch Gaming as whatever name. If they decide to, I think it will be Clutch Dignitas Gaming or something like that. To at least know that they merged or some kind of name combined or Clutch Dignitas or something. To be fair. And I did look into it. I have esports about it. So this is what Dignitas returns to LCS with acquiration of Clutch Gaming. So the parents of Dignitas, the Philadelphia 76ers and New Jersey Devils, announced that it has forged partnership with the Houston Rockets, acquiring League of Legends team Clutch Gaming. Uh, so the the principal to buy the major shared Clutch from the Rockets for $20 million. So uh, that's what it is. The team Clutch Gaming was bought. Bloomberg Sports reported Thursday that deal values Clutch in their franchise slot at more than $3 million. The partnership is the first ever merger involving League of Legends teams and franchises in Riot's League of Legends LCS. The, what I mean by first time merger, this is the first time in LCS. I'm not sure about other ones. I mean, we have seen it before where some teams merge the one, being whatever reason. Could be Houston couldn't hold on to it anymore. And then the 76ers want who's the and the um and the Devils and the 76ers said we could take them, or I don't know the reason I wasn't there. So this Fox Signals has returned to LCS after it previously filled the NA illegal league teams in North America and Europe. Indicating I guess they were there in Europe before. I am filled with gratitude following the today's announcement that Dignitas and Clutch Gaming will merge, and esports fans will see a Dignitas banner weaving in an LCS in an LCS arena. Mike said in a statement. So he, like I said, he talked to Gaffer. You just type in like Travis Gaffer and it's there on YouTube. If you want to get into more of the interview of that. Dignitas was here's the one I was talking about. Chris Greeley, so maybe you might not know. I was talking about how Echo Fox situation, same person, but this time with a different name. Dignitas was one of the original 8 teams in LCS. We're excited to welcome them back to LCS. We have been impressed with the strides they have taken over the past 2 years, meaning that how they work up or figuring out how to get back into this game or this thing. Clutch will be competing under their current name throughout the rest of the season before we bring under Dignitas for future seasons. Dignitas has been competing in Counter-Strike Offensive, Global Offensive, Rocket League, Super Smash Bros, Melee, Smite, Apex Legends, and Clash Royale. That's the other games that they've played. I'm not sure about Fortnite. They don't have the teams. So yeah, that's what it is about the Dignitas status. For some of you might not know. Okay. So here we're gonna do some rumors that I was brought to my attention. Russell claims that at one point there was a plan in place for Lesnar to cash in his money bank briefcase as Super Soldier, but that match would be in a disqualification, indicating that someone would forcibly make him lose to win the title. Now we come past the Super Showdown. Never happened, so it was rumor. Yeah. So with that, there's fun. Okay, WWE is now trying to sign wrestlers into a 5-year deal that in NXT instead of 3 years, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. yeah, that's gonna have a hard time, I think. Because if they want to go in an W roster sooner, who knows if it's gonna be a good idea. Um, so I say first, I would firstly talk to the NXT people, see if it's a great idea, but have the 3-year option for if you're going to do it for the people who are even coming in, because they might not want the 5-year deal. They might want a 3-year deal. Or as Guerrero's case leaves and comes back and never wrestles again until she's in Lucha Underground. So yeah. Uh, so next one is her BHW. Insider Jeff Hardy is expecting to be an exam examinated in the next examinated in the next week to see about his progress from knee surgery. Some of you don't know, Jeff got injured. That's why they revoked the tag team titles. Him and Matt. Oh, so yeah, be ready for that. That probably is a rumor too. I'm not 100% sure. That's how also said. Hello, Danny.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, well, my headphones are acting up, so I'm using my wire.
Yes. Can you guys in for one quick minute?
What?
Yeah. There's Danny. Okay.
Alright,
what do you think about Impact? First of all.
What part of Impact?
Oh, you didn't watch it, did you?
No.
Okay, good. I have not the other one today. So I'm gonna fill you in.
I did watch A Night Not to Miss.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna make a quick breakdown. We had a return of Havoc into Impact Wrestling.
Oh yeah, no. What's her name? I can't think of her name. Something Havoc.
Jessica Havoc.
Yeah, Jessica Havoc. She's very hot.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so I'll.
Very thick.
Yes. I'll explain why
I'm talking about Jessica Havoc, that's you, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to say that.
It's okay. Okay, so.
I'm just watching and listening.
Ooh. Okay, I was reading the reverse when you called. So I have that site also says that there had been talk of adding more projectors to the WWE main roster. It's not gonna work, is it?
I don't think so. Did you hear about the Impact or what's the program they're on? I can't think of the
Pursue?
station.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, let me do that real quick. Okay, for some of you who didn't know or wondering what the fuck, last week Impact was replaced or was rewatched this week, so you didn't see the whole this week's episode. Blame Pursuit for that. So basically, let me say that. Pursuit decided, oh, this week's Impact, okay, 2 days ago, was not that very important. Let's play last week's show.
So what part of last week's show was on the program?
Pursuit decided to replay last week's episode, not this week's.
Right, I know.
I'm not sure.
What part of last week's show was on there? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because I rewatched a little bit of it on Plus.
get Plus or get freaking Twitch. Those two, I guarantee you, will
Yes,
not.
because Twitch didn't have last week's show.
They didn't?
No, that's the weird thing. They weren't re-showing it on Twitch. It was only on Pursuit head.
No. What I'm saying is because of Pursuit. People who have a Pursuit, please either get Twitch or get Plus. Guaranteed.
No, okay, well, let's just put it this way. Don't worry about it because they're already in the works of getting rid of Pursuit.
Yes. For right now, temporary. If you want to say Pursuit, please Twitch and Plus. For temporary until we can figure out when they're gonna get told by Pursuit. So until I find out more information, I'll let you guys know. Okay, last one is PNG Black is wrestling through a partly torn bicep, says Observer. I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
But a night not to miss, I can talk.
Yes, go right ahead.
Oh. I mean, that was a strange night. I mean, you had a couple of chants where the crowd was saying disgusted fuck or something like that. And you can already say what match that is.
Oh my gosh.
You know what match that was, right?
I think it was a female, intergender or intergender one.
No, there was one.
I don't know then.
You know, the one that would eat, drink mop water for fun?
I don't know who. I'm trying to for like,
Really?
I'm trying to like my head, and they're drawing of like
The
my.
leader of OVE?
Oh, OVE fuckers. Oh yeah, I remember those motherfuckers.
Yeah, but we're talking about the leader motherfucker.
Oh, Sammy Callahan.
Yes, and he went against the guy that has a split personality disorder.
That I don't know that person.
Really? His best friend's name's Kitty.
Oh, Eddie. I'm sorry.
Now there was one match that didn't go off as planned.
Let me guess.
There was a match that was supposed to be, and I quote, this match was supposed to be called Touch It or Suck It.
The music's a little bit, but oh my gosh.
And yes, the match was called Touch It versus Suck It. Now, who do you think the wrestler was for Touch It?
I'm assuming Priscilla Kelly.
Who?
Priscilla Kelly.
Nope.
Scarlett.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Joey Ryan.
Oh. Ow.
Joey Ryan was at House of Hardcore's building.
I wonder whose opponent it was.
Think about it. Suck it.
It's either Scarlett or Priscilla. I can't figure out which one.
One person. So one person, and he's not signed with WWE.
I'm gonna say Dean Ambrose? No,
Suck it.
No. Oh, Booker T. Okay, I'm trying to
Suck
Blake.
it.
Oh.
We got 2 words for you.
Oh, Triple H? DX?
No.
Pac?
Who's the one that says that line? Only in DX.
Sean?
No.
Um,
He's half of the New Age Outlaws.
Kevin Nash.
Ooh. Go sit in the corner for 5 minutes. That was awful. That was awful. I said the New Age Outlaws, not the Outsiders. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's only 2 members of the New Age Outlaws. One's the Road Dog, and the other one's Mr.
Scott Hall.
What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? Okay, first off, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were a tag team. That's the Outsiders. Billy Gunn and Road Dogg was the New Age Outlaws. How the fuck? Oh my god. Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn. Kiss your ass.
Yeah, we don't. I'll explain why I'm acting like this.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was saying.
You're such a blonde-headed woman.
I know, but there. Okay, so for some reason I don't know why I am not last week and why is this week's not scripted. I didn't script it this week. Crazy things happen. I had a doctor's appointment Friday. Something happened Friday.
I'm sorry, you didn't see that.
No. So pretty much in my doctor's appointment, there was a screening happened by the nurse, and thankfully it happened because.
So wait, how do you get Mr. Ass confused with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall?
I have no idea. I'm trolling. I'm severely trolling. I'm not smurfing.
Oh, you're smurfing something. Smurf. Oh my god, that is.
Are you sure that's not you?
Hey, if I'm smurfing on something, it's because I just had myself a foot long from Subway.
Okay. Well, let me finish what's going on.
And he didn't show up, but there was another legend that showed up.
What? What is my?
I'm not even gonna play this game with you because you suck.
Yeah, so my phone's being a douche.
D-Lo Brown.
Ew. Nice. My phone being stupid. I don't know why. Okay, let me finish on the story.
My headphones stuck. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Alright, I'm gonna try to find out how to...
I still can hear you.
Alright, hello?
I can hear you.
Son of a bitch.
His headphones are having technical difficulties.
I'm having audio problems.
Technical difficulties. Use someone in my old line.
Oh. Alright,
I can hear you.
anyway, D-Lo Brown showed up, and he was on there, putting up a good fight against Joey Ryan, but at the end, he ended up touching it. Like Karen's face is.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No. I'm sorry, I've been happy for like a few days now. I am sorry, I'm out of it. I don't know what I'm thinking. You still there? Okay, yeah, we still got him. Okay, and then next as well, he's playing headphone games. Um, so Moxley says Triple
Are you
H.
talking?
Yes, I am.
I can't hear. What did you say? Hold up. Let me call back.
All right, do that. So on Moxley saying Triple H buying the Indies for NXT was a bad idea. Hey, steady.
Oh wow. All right.
Right.
Take two.
Take.
Yes, and he does that move where the other person touches it and he flips them.
Well done.
Yes, because no one can handle Joey Ryan.
Apparently not.
All right, you can go back what we were talking about. The I'll pop in and out talking about the
Okay.
optimist.
Okay. Yeah, now he's.
The one thing. Um, there was no Legos yesterday.
No. Why is there no Legos?
Because it was a Philadelphia night.
All right.
There were Philly sandwiches.
Of course.
And your favorite thing, pepperoni.
I thought that was yours.
No, you're the one that likes the sausage.
No, you're the one who likes the sausage and pepperoni.
No, I like the pie.
Yeah, you like them in the wrong area.
I don't down the sausages like you do.
No, that's you, because I don't eat sausages, thank you very much.
Oh, you eat pie too?
I thought that was you, and both. You do that.
No, I don't go both ways.
Yeah, you do. That's what I heard. By Herbert. The Herbert, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, he talked to me last night.
You can't prove it.
Yes, Herbert again. I can talk to Herbert.
Disco stick.
I can talk to Herbert. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you don't talk to Herbert.
Yeah.
Herbert goes for the young cats, not for the older people.
Well, I can make an exception.
You can make an exception? Okay, now, we need to move on. Yeah, you make an exception. My wife will come down there with my Japanese sword and top.
Let's see about that.
Okay, we'll ask her.
Don't you dare. Cause I keep...
Yeah, I went. So what else about Impact did you learn about? The Rascals didn't have a good night.
Apparently not, because they got their asses handed to their ass. If they had one.
That was only on Friday, but on Saturday, they took out.
Oh yeah, OVE cooked their asses a good.
Who kicked their asses Saturday? Friday?
I think Diners. I might be wrong. I didn't. I forgot already.
Yeah, but they handed OVE L on Saturday.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah,
OVE wet cycle.
Pissed. He was so pissed. He's like, "Why the hell do I have you here?"
Yeah, and they're like, "Okay, let's get rid of you. Bye."
Oh look, that's a picture of Coco in the background. Wow, she was a nugget child. At least she grew into it.
Yeah, at least I can outgrow it. Oh, yeah, that's forgot.
I know because in the background that looks like a little boy, but I think that's Coco.
No, that's a girl, and that's not me. Thank you.
And the red shirt?
No, that's not me.
That's not you.
That's not me.
But that does look like a little boy, but it's supposed to be a girl, right?
No, it's a girl.
But it looks like a little boy.
You're a little boy.
Well, in my dreams, I'm a little boy. And that's the only reason Herbert wants to talk to me.
Yeah, you should have been in Neverland. Peter Pan's playing for you.
I can't do Neverland. I don't sing.
Peter Pan is expecting you in Neverland. Did you not know this?
No, Peter Pan is expecting a lot of stuff. Maybe peanut butter.
No, Peter.
Oh, oh,
no, not Peter
oh,
Pan.
wait.
Peter Pan needs you.
That explains why Coco is loved by all the cats.
Nah,
Peanut butter.
nah. Go find Peter Pan, or I'll call you Peter Pan.
Let's see. I got a picture for Coco. Where is it? Hold on.
Wait, is it up your butt? He's fucking trolling today. Quit, Mama, Peter Pan. Yeah, that's you.
Which one?
Both.
Whatever. Don't lie. Don't
I'm not like, it's you. You're just not telling us the inside truth.
Whatever. Don't hate.
You're just denying it. Soon enough will come out.
So it says, I puked in Karen's slipper. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
I thought Karen was you.
Yes, that probably is me, but I didn't puke in your slippers.
I thought you were Karen. Oh my
Nope. From this angle, it still looks like bullshit to me.
Yeah, for you.
And look, that's Karen's porch right there.
Oh, he's just Cuckoo or Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, so now I'm Coco for Cocoa Puffs. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me continue. So very much the one we saw last week, the Karen that was there last week. You can just say goodbye to her.
Yeah, it's all because she found herself a boyfriend. Oh, you're on medication now?
Yes, I am.
No.
That's why I'm acting like this. I'm on my meds.
Not touching me.
Ah.
God bless America. I will be right back because my wife is Coco.
Okay, so yeah, that's my thing, so you guys now know. So basically, Dean showed up a week, or it was busy for our. It's been a few weeks busy for Dean Ambrose. He showed up at the end of Double or Nothing, attacking Chris and Kenny. At his first AEW match, now it's popped over to Japan long enough to win the IWGP United States Championship from Juice Robinson. Not to mention a talk is Chris appearance or talk is Jericho appearance. People are still talking about in his interview with 25 years. The latest interview with 25 year later, Moxley talked about his name.
Talk to me. I don't want to talk. Hi.
Hello.
I want to talk. Watching baseball. Watching baseball game.
And of course he's going Coco. And he's going Coco. Cam, oh my gosh, Danny's going crazy. I'm going out of it.
I'm watching that. What is like, Daniel, what do you have on your filter? Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me while I figure out how to take the skin filter off. There we go. There we go.
My sister's streaming, so
Filter off.
I got, kind of no control.
Sorry, you had a filter on. I don't know why.
Because he's local, that's why.
I'm happy. Open here. Where am I at? Oh, that was lovely. Sorry, I was like, I'm full disaster.
Yes. The show is almost a full disaster. Wait!
You know the reason why I murdered your husband? It's because I just killed mine.
Can you imagine that?
So how you been this year?
I'm good.
Good.
Better, good. My brain's actually working.
Huh?
My brain's actually working.
I had off it, so I was like, I see people speaking that people. He's like, here's the phone. I'm like,
Of course, he's gonna give you the phone.
I'm like, I want to take nappy. He was supposed to put, he has to move our grill from the bottom of our patio, the top of our patio, so that my grandmother can look at it. What did you get for dinner? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I know nothing. I'm just so scared. That's why I stay at work. I don't know nothing. I just work here. I'm just here. Okay, here's Danny's but the phone. I don't know this is that shit. I'm sorry. That's what's up. You took the phone. I'm sorry. My wife has big balls. You cannot lie.
Your face is crazy. We cannot lie.
See? I know how to pull these off.
Gerald, tell Jason I said hi.
Oh my god, look. Coco's got a hickey on her neck. Oh my god, and she's taking gift purchase.
Tell him not much. I'm Kendrick's Violet. Tell him Kendrick's Violet. Sir.
Who's talking?
My older brother. He's streaming. I'm streaming. My brother.
Huh?
He's like fucking.
Your brother? Oh, you have a brother? I thought you only have sisters.
No, I have two brothers. So basically, Moxie went on to compare
Wait,
WWE.
you have someone that claims you?
And it's finally
You.
he's on Twitch, but I don't know now. So
Okay. Oh, they're coming back. Moxie went on to compare NXT Obsession with two fifths absurd of regional terrorists back in the 1980s territories. Back what?
What'd you say about Keith Robinson?
No, John Lee Mox, or whatever, Diana Ambrose went to compare NXT expansion obsession to, absurd.
Now, he had a real good match in Dominion. It was real quick.
Yep.
Yep. And he says he wants to be part of the G1 Classic.
Yeah. That's a localness. And this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loco for the Coco. Coco for the Loco.
Yes. So basically, he was just comparing NXT to one of like original territories of his SmackDown back in 1980s, and one of the big goals of AEW is to make being a wrestling fan not as embarrassing as it currently is. No offense to anyone hearing this, as I get that. No offense to anyone reading this.
Yeah, like I
Yeah, no offense, because she all thinks you're slow.
I am not slow, thank you.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
So I just said all think that our audience is slow.
No, it says here. No offense to anyone reading.
Oh, I don't read, so
No offense.
oh my god. Hey, I don't read. What I do, I watch pictures. Yeah, I watch those too. Yeah, standing behind you is gonna take forever at the subway line.
Oh, yeah.
I want a salad.
Are you sure it wasn't you making?
Salad.
Oh, wow.
Like a typical white girl. What would you like for lunch? Salad.
That's what you think. Okay. So,
Uh-huh.
let me continue this on. Okay.
Yes, by all means. Please continue.
Polly Perrette says she's terrified terrified of NCIS star Mark for alleged physical assaults or assault. So basically, this one what happened, I guess, recently. I'm gonna make it quickly set up what was said. And shortly now after announced departure from Polly's side from the show, the actress posted series of allegation tweets that uh, alleging that all has not been well on set, threats, insults, stuff, physical abuse, that happened apparently during while filming the show. The toxic environment had directly led to her departure on Friday. She had revealed again on Twitter, this time suggesting that show star Mark has been responsible for her distress. She also tweeted that she would definitely not be returning to NCIS.
Who's this?
Polly, the one that played Abby.
Oh, that's what she left?
Yes, that's so basically she is saying that this is happening. We do not have full, like, we know how it's she said he said game, or he said she said. So I'm not sure if people on NCIS is going to say, oh, she's lying, nothing happened, or if they're going to take her seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just keep right there. Just hang on. Wait.
Get funky.
Keep. Okay.
Oh, sorry. You're not that old. You're ancient.
Okay, so it says, so she contained photos of what she said was a crew member, Puff and Bruce, died, allegedly injured in an attack from a dog. Uh, I felt like, she said, like, I fought through hell to keep it from happening again, to protect my crew. And then I was physically assaulted after saying no, and I lost my job. So,
Damn.
yeah. So basically, no one would take action again, apparently. So, when Deadline reached out to CBS, said along its original non-descripted statement from 2018, Polly had a terrific run in NCIS, and we are all going to miss her. A year ago, Polly came to us with a workplace concern. We took it very seriously and worked with her to find a resolution. We committed to a safe work environment on on all our shows. So what sounds to me is they didn't care enough, or said that she whatever, and so she decided that she quit, or they fired her, one of the two. So it's not all her. kind of defend her group. They didn't want to. So,
Yeah, I mean, when Coco was being a bitch, he just get rid of her ass.
Alright.
that's how I understand it.
Good fellas,
So,
anyways.
Ramsey 219, I have an anime that happened. Unfortunately, I can't.
Hey, I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yes, and I can't.
And I think I'm good for the week. So.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Okay, your final thoughts.
I was up before this morning watching Dominion.
Give a final thoughts.
My final thoughts is Blue Japan is better, and this man needs to get his head out of his ass and do something with the talent he's got. He's got so much talent, he's not using it.
Yes, and we don't know majority of them. So, thank you, Daddy.
And until next week, Loco out.
Thank you, Daddy, for showing up.
You're welcome. If I wake up later, I'll probably call you and we'll probably do a session.
Yes, we probably. I don't know how it feels. So, go ahead. And, just to be fair, so I can have enough charging for my stream after, because I'm already, I didn't do it, so let me just get that. Okay, so, yeah. For the reason why that we had an extended stream and then cut off after YouTube, Uber, and do I have that on there? No, I have it from last week. No, that so what had happened was that okay so pretty much YouTube, Google, Uber had areas that had hotspots where it's outage, so that's why YouTube was acting up on me last week, and that's why it was having a hard time ending the stream. And you guys only saw like me saying that I'm gonna end the stream and hearing that I say something is wrong with YouTube. It was an outage. Some places in the world got outages. Unfortunately, where I was one of them that got in it. Leading to me unable to get the show ended. You kept seeing the hour show over and over and over again, or at least hearing me say that over and over again. Or no, like just that, and then like having to look at the whole thing, just to find out that it's not me. It's YouTube or the outages. Because it happened some other places like UK or something. Yeah. That was just the way. My cat's friggin' auction over all the time. So yeah, that explains that. That explains what happened. So I figure I can update that. So or is that nutrition factor? So right later. There. This is that thing now. Okay. So and the thing, it just shows that the guy has like fire coming up from his back. Ramstein. So I'm not sure if it's like plan or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they also would have to test it because like if something goes wrong, just to be safe and yeah. Okay. So no. So see, next news: CNN announced rapper died from dead from gunshot wounds after his car crashed in Maryland. So this is today, matter of fact, that they just released it. A Maryland rapper was shot killed in Annapolis over the weekend. So there was officers found was given a call and stuff like that. So about like crashing the scene. Uh, and the only person Edward who's 32 of Chester died from gunshot wounds. Uh, C.E. was also a rapper who went by the stage name Trey Dub Kid. He gained national attention after in 2016 after winning Verizon's Freestyle 50 rap contest. According to Verizon's website, he won that 10,000 in a deal with a hip hop label 300 Entertainment. Trey impressed the judges with his delivery, showmanship, and offbeat creativity. Kevin said, single with a single from his victory called "Run It," which was released a year later, or about months later, but I'm saying year. This is a dream come true. He said, rapping. He started rapping since 6. He was also a finalist in a BET freestyle competition back in 11. Um, so recipes, the Trey Dud Kid. There's just goes again. Hey, yes, I finished. Okay, so the morning after FedEx Express kicks Amazon to the curb. So, uh, pretty much take a break. That's all about the time you need to recover from Apple's WWDC 2019 event, railing a 999 monitor stands. Get ready for E3. This things will kick off the EA's Play event that's scheduled to begin around noon ET Eastern Time. So pick through Xbox and PlayStation carefully before tuning in. But first, let's look back at a few of Friday's most interesting stories, plus other highlights through the week. Welcome your weekend. So, some Tesla's first V3 charging station are open to the public. We talk about it. So like how charging stands and the factor of like Tesla owners are supposed to speed up the to 25 to 150 kW kilowatts. That means over owners of long range Model 3, which supports charging that's at that speed, can add 180 miles to their vehicle in 15 minutes. Um, Amazon got dropped by FedEx, and it says that it purpose to serve thousands of retailers in a e-commercial space, which it expects to grow from 50 million packages to 100 million packages per day in the U.S. by 2026. As a result, FedEx segment will no longer do business with Amazon, which only represented about 1%, 1.3% of its 2018 revenue. Interestingly, the move came just after Amazon showed off the latest idea for its delivery drone that the company expects to start testing within the next few months. So that I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. As long as I can figure out how to do it, then they can do it probably. But if it fails, no. Okay, so we have two former senators found dead in Arkansas and Oklahoma within days of each other. So basically, lawmakers in Arkansas and Oklahoma are mourning the loss of two former state senators who were found dead in their homes within a span of 2 days. Arkansas, this was fatally shot former Republican state Senate Linda Collins Smith, being investigated as a homicide, authorities say. In Oklahoma, former state Senate John Nichols was found dead from a gunshot in his home in Norham, 20 minutes from Oklahoma City. Police say authorities have not provided any additional details on apparent unreleased deaths. Investigations are underway for both states, indicating that it is sounding like this person may or may not. Okay, I'm not gonna try to because this apparently is not giving me. Um, apparently it looks like someone just somehow knew where they live and then just killed them. So this one is the Washington Post. Some U.S. embassies still hosting rainbow flags despite adversary from Washington. And again, like some of them still do that thing with the flags, or like showing that they still support it. The LGBTQ plus community, since the State Department being again all rejecting all embassies requesting to host rainbow flags outside the mission buildings during the Pride Month this year. Some U.S. diplomats have been finding ways to defy or at least get around the new policy. Thus, so, so in the case they do not want to say, I don't want to do this, but I still want to do it. Or follow the new, don't want to do this new policy bullcrap, I still want to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The facets of the U.S. missions in Seoul and uh, Gemini, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry, India are partially hidden because large of rainbow flags, while the embassy in New Delhi is aglow in rainbow colors. Lights the websites for the embassy in Santiago, Chile. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Shows a video of the chief diplomat raising a rainbow flag last month for the National Day Against Homophobic, Transphobic, and Phobic, uh, bi, phob, ah, uh, phobia, yeah. The memes of featured a rainbow flag flying above the Old Glory Mast. Shooting from the building statement by Demonlax are equally as a story about a professor lecturing about on visibility and growth of the LGBT rights. Sounds like U.S. This new policy is not getting anywhere done soon. So because it sounds like they are not up on the situation. So I'm impressed for what they're doing. Surprisingly, that it's still going. Let's see. Hang on, a few more. I have to click on a few more things. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry about the video. I meant to not click that one. Okay. Mm. Okay, I don't think I got the last one. Sorry. I forgot it. You have to. Okay. Okay, my laptop is now preventing me to even try to get anything else. Okay, laptop. I need one more piece of news that I need to give out. Okay. First, let me get to what I already have. I just need to grab it. Elephant Books announced for House of Glory event. Matt Jackson say it will be a last Indian appearance. Which means I don't know if it's our last time being together or being on the same team or whatever. I don't know. Or what's the dealio? Didn't say much. The monks, Matt and Nick Jackson, Matt and Nick Jackson have been announced for House of Glory Wrestling biggest show of the year entitled House is set to be 8 on Friday, August 9th in Queens. The Bucks were promoted promotion first ever tag team championships. Matt tweeted out that this was could be last indie appearance ever, quite possibly our final run for a final wrestling appearance in an indie scene wrestling show ever. Can't wait. Indicating that, like I said, don't know if they had um had said anything about it. So no news to come. I I never had so much inspiration on my laptop before. Where I X out and then it says not responding. Coco needs a new laptop. Okay. New. Oh, okay then. They're kind of copying. Whatever. Section for AWA legend, the Cruiser reveals today in Milwaukee. This is via W Insider, and as soon as this laptop works, I will report it. Because apparently it's plain that I don't want to help you report anything. Hey, I'm going to say this. Hey, I fucking right now. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having technical difficulties reporting. Especially when this event. Are you gonna let me fucking of course it's not. Of course it's not gonna try to let me decide whether or not I want to put. Sorry, guys. It's and we have to reopen that thing. Explain that I don't want to be smart. So how long this is gonna take? Actually, let me just. I have to press no. I won't. I hate that. Hold on.
demonstrate capable navigation. Solar sails have
Sorry,
been
guys.
used before and they've flown before,
Give me a
but
moment.
what we offer is something that a
My thing
mission
is
planner
acting
could
up.
then pick off a shelf and you say, hey, that's a technology that would work for flying my instrument, right?
Come
The
on.
solar sails that have flown before have only been, to demonstrate the concept of solar
Okay,
thrust
it's
and solar propulsion.
it's
But
not even funny.
what we're aiming to do is take that in the next step and go into navigation and actually fly to someplace useful that only a solar sail can do.
I'm sorry, guys. My laptop, my Google Chrome is not working for some reason. It's just preventing me to do anything.
We have a radiation pressure and then we have solar wind. What we're going to use is the radiation pressure.
Come
This
on.
is a phenomenon in which a photon, which is massless but still has
I think I got it. I am so sorry. This stuff sucks. When you give it one little thing to do, it just decides to not pick up everything.
Did I just survive that all alone?
Okay, let's see if it. No, I was thinking. There happens when you go to a tabs open. Seriously. Let's see if this is how it's working for me now. Okay. Now you can work. Okay, here we go. Now it's letting you. Okay. Oh, let's. I really didn't. Okay. Stop this. Of course, it's going to take its time thinking on what to do. Of course, unprocess. Things taking forever just to load. Usually by the time if I was on my vacation, I would have had it. I would be getting frustrated right now. And probably start at everything about it. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that's how. So now I can get everything back up and going. So at least get all this going. Um, damn, I have not having. Yeah. I have Stargaze for the crazy thing that it's the show's coming. I'm trying my best to get this going, but apparently this laptop does not want to work with me, so you're not the one. Thank you. Like I said, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Can we? That's up. Um, that's 2 weeks in a row. I'm having some kind of technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. We're still going. Okay, good. As long as I can be able to do this. Okay. So there's a report that the the statue for AWA is the legendary cruiser was unveiled today at the corner of 11th and Milwaukee in South Milwaukee, part of Cruiser Fest weekend. You can see in a photo of the statue below Cruiser Fest, including live wrestling, a polka band, wrestling legends, and more. Reggie the Cruiser Lukowski passed away in 2005 at the age of 79. He was known as the wrestling that made Milwaukee famous. He was introduced in the WCW Hall of Fame in 1994 and Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2005. You can look it up. It looks like it's 411 Media has the photo. So apparently we have a HO Water contract is up or something when Marty scrolls or OH contract stuff. So AEW is doing big things, but the Elite had to say goodbye to Marty Scroll when he left ROH when he stayed behind because the fact that he's still under ROH contract, but might not be the case soon enough. Lovely Dave that I hate the most right now with his incredibly not so great sources majority of the time asked about Marty Scroll's current contract during a Wrestling Observer Radio. The question was when his contract current deal is up. While Meltzer didn't have exact date, is coming up in a very few interesting time frame. November it might be a very interesting time for Marty's RH contract to come up to the end because his friend has to happen to just so happen to have started his own little pro wrestling company called AEW, which will have a television show debut presumably in October on TNN. Yes, this could be a big deal and a huge moment to see Marty finally reunite with All Elite. Let's just wait and see. Very much. We're saying one thing, of course, stupidity can happen. So basically, the next one is he gives me another one. So this is like a thing for like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So it talks about like in the 90s about these other thing about the comic uh and it says know your meme. Pointless lemon and yeah, so it shows says like random words. Where you can go is findyourmeme.com and pictures stuff the fun part. Okay, so Sean Walton on what he told HBK after Takeover, which I don't remember. The favorite women's wrestler and more. I'm gonna keep you brief on that. So, more recent episode of X Pac 12360, Sean raved about Takeover and NXT productions in general. He revealed that what he goes down to Florida once a week to teach. He wonders he could possibly bring a talent when he sees what the wrestlers are currently doing. He also had high praise for Sonya son Shayna Baszler, referring to her name as his favorite female performer in the entire company. Lastly, he revealed that he told HBK via text that the main Ross event of the show he had him I it all over it. Here is the highlights, and then he talks about it. And how about Sonya Shayna Baszler and what was said about thing. So I'm going to quickly talk about like just he talks about like not just from WWE but for also like NXT or NXT like just everywhere. he is not saying that she's technically the best, but she's his favorite. While she says something, he believes what she's saying because she believes it. What she's saying, she just knows her character. She knows what's best of her. It's like it's her kind of thing. Next one is independent. This is a Marvel League Phase 4 villain to be appearing in Captain Marvel's Super Marvel 2. And it's not letting me click off. Why? Oh, it's now just preventing me. Of course, it goes black where I can't see anything. I literally hate this laptop. If this keeps going on, I'm going to have to end my stream. The stream. This is getting too ridiculous. They are retards. Sorry. A new leak seeming revealed a villain who will terrorize the Avengers over the course of Marvel's Phase 4. While apparently leaked has been multiple, so apparently there's spoilers. Whoever's spoiling this, please shut up, or whoever leaked it, bad freaking idea. The film will create once again, and the scrolls, the focus of their conflict. Coral learns of a super weapon that is going to search for it, and it's going to release its Beck. So pretty much like all this is happening. You guys, even though yes, you guys heard it here, but I wasn't the one who leaked it. It was leaked before. It was just brought to my attention before the show, and yes, I know I'm late. I was trying to get started with the thought. There. So Impact 6-bit night again miss OVE versus Rascal. This was what I was talking about. A couple of matches had been added to a night you can't miss. Off of there. Live tonight back to the Plus as Rascal will face OVE in a thrilling 6-man tag team match with Ken Sammy, control his monster Madman. That.
Oh my god.
Okay, so opening a 500 no $150 Pokemon Super Premium Collection box. So he talks about like this guy named Max Small for Pokemon talks about like how he opens his box and he has this a thing about like what Pokemon he has. And he has shinies in there. Shiny Kingdra. Let's see if I can. Dragonite. That's also a shiny. And then so it's it just shows like different kind of. He has like what he has another shiny. I think it's Ultra. So yeah, it just shows like what he had in the box, the super premium one. So yeah. Valentina. Next news is Valentina just about kicked Jessica eyes out of her head. Valentina defeated her UFC fight weight title against Jessica last night as she wrapped up the fight in seconds around one of the most devastating kick knockouts the world has ever seen. So in the video, it shows how she kicked her, and apparently in it, I was out cold before she even hit the mat. She remained so far in an unsettled length of time while doctors attend to her. She eventually regained consciousness and was able to get up and hug Valentina before leaving the octagon under her own power. But it looks like in the thing it really hit her, like her eyes were about to come out. So next one is science. So just to be fair, if you don't like science, please bear with me. Earth Exodus planned to alter Earth's orbit to escape being eaten dry by dying sun. Okay, whatever. I don't know science very well. Earth's orbit may one day need to be altered to escape from being devoured by its dying sun. And the energy has been devised somewhere altitude solution to alternate or achieving this ambitious man-made climate change is immediate concern about meaning a global warming apocalypse appeared increasingly likely. However, the planet's long-term prognosis is even more dire because the sun will one day run out of fuel and expand, most likely destroying the Earth in 5 billion years, moving the Earth to a wider orbit to escape the very oblivion may seem like a far-fetched solution, but engineer has now outlined several theories to escape this fate. Fate. Scientists, good luck. That's all I have to say. It's good luck because this is not letting me see. Let's see what's still alive because I'm not sure. I can't even get to my own OBS. What's all? Okay, that's all. Well, that sucks. I might have to. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. I know a way out. Trust me, I got this. Surgeons open her skull to remove a cancerous tumor instead found a tapeworm. What? Okay, let's continue. Doctors had broken and disheartening news to us. Our disheartening news to Rachel Plama explained that lesion on her hand was suspected to be a tumor. Her scan suggested it was cancerous. Uh, is it? She's a so Palma is a newlywed entertainer catering to a new life. So, so they said it's cancerous, and really she got tapeworms apparently. Um. So no one knows how it got there. Um. So the surgeons opened up the room the and at a Mount Sinai hospital in New York City opened Palm's catering room and sealed themselves in a malignant brain tumor. Jonathan, chief neurologist resident at the high school, like school of the medicine at St. Monia, they said, uh, they said that they saw a mass resembling a quail egg, which looks like a kind of weird egg to me, if I look at it. We're all saying what it is that person recalled Thursday a phone interview with the Washington Post. It was a shocking. We were all scratching our heads, surprisingly what it looks like. The surgeon removed from the fluorine and placed it under a microscope to get a closer look. Then they sliced it into it, and they found a baby tapeworm. So basically, they were shocked that it was a tapeworm instead of a tumor. Glad it was a tapeworm instead of a tumor. Said that they still had it. She still had it. Don't know how it got there. There's very different and unique worms. Of course, was grossed out. The 42-year-old said, of course anyone would if they're not wanting the department in them. But of course, I was so relieved. I mean, it meant no further treatment was necessary. She also said that she had been long struggling with insomnia when she could sleep, nightmares. So basically, this thing was messing with her. Her symptoms was worsened. She said that she's having trouble holding things such as her coffee mug, which temporarily dropped in on the floor. She started having trouble texting people. She resorted to calling them. She experienced confusion locking herself out of the house, showing up to work without her uniform, and starting to staring at her computer screen, unable to make sense of the words. At one point, she said she called her parents and left a message on their answering machine, explaining that the place where she had bought her bed years ago suddenly wanted back. So she had all these symptoms, and no one was like, weird. I so as upon inspection, it was not clearly a tumor. Doctors diagnosed Palma with a partial infection to the brain caused by the tapeworm Cilium. So basically, she was told, "No, it's this. It's whatever tapeworm had infected you. So you're kind of like forced to think different than it's supposed to." Um, yeah, I think it's not working. So yeah, okay. So this one extra news comes from Fox News, and this is a Burger King employee filmed mopping tables tops after cleaning the floors. So first of all, that's disgusting. You're still not supposed to do that. If I'm correct, being a employee, you're supposed to wipe it down with a cloth, a sanitizing cloth, not a mop head. So because of it, Burger King can get shut down or whatever location this is at. Oh, Florida. Okay, so a Burger King Florida employee in Florida was alleged caught cleaning tables with the grossest possible way. A customer filmed the employee appearing to use a dirty mop hat to clean the table's top she had just eaten off of at a fruity convict location, according to her. An employee just used the mop to clean the floors before using on the tables. Katie filmed the incident. The News for Jax reported, "It was disgusting, honestly," she said to the outlet. "I just had eaten on that table. Did you know this yesterday? Did you know every day? Did you know this every night? Did you do this morning?" Or uh, she claims that she sent the video to Burger King's corporate office. According to her, she received a response that says, "Thank you for bringing this matter to us, our attention. The rest assured that your comments have been forwarded to the appropriate management team." In a statement obtained by Newsjax for a spokesperson for Burger King said the actions despite the in the video is unacceptable, is not in line with our brand standards or operational procedures. We have strict protocols around cleanliness and food safety. The restaurant owner will be retraining him on all operational protocols. I would fire him because we don't know how many times he's done it. The Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation issued a statement on the incident. In it, they specifically stated that the floor mop is not an acceptable cleaning implement for a table. Burger King did not respond to Fox News for a comment. They're not gonna get one from me, so two it. And of course, I'm gonna just let me just say, the guy who did this, or the girl, you are a I can't say this. You did not do a good job. You were so told or uniform these two, or what to do. Like I said, I did this before. When you're washing or clean a table, or before you clean a table off, and you're about to be done with the mop, go empty the mop out first. Then get a bucket with a clean water or clean solution in water with a rag or whatever they use to clean off tables. Using a mop, not only you can like a health inspector can come in and say you do it, but or find out this, but they can come in at any time now and say, well, we are not allowing this because you decided to do this. So you were lucky that they didn't fire you. I'm sorry, but I think you shouldn't have been fired because if that was happening every freaking night and we didn't know it, that's wrong. And thank you for the woman who sent that in. At least you're allowing uh it to happen. So okay, so apparently this one's funny because it's a lonelinessness. Or Business Insider said, and I'm sorry bringing Trump into this. You guys are gonna hate, majority of you are gonna leave because of this. I can tell. So bear with me. Trump's lonely signature on the top of a D-Day proclamation is making the rounds on social media after other world's leaders signed at the bottom. So indicating that they always have it on the bottom, but like not top. Like so. I'm just gonna quickly do it. Um, Trump observed the 70th annual of D-Day's invasion at Pat Portsmouth, England, with the other leaders on Thursday to sign a D-Day proclamation to endure the specific sacrifices of the past are never in vain and never forgotten. Allied forces defeated Normandy, France in 1940. June 6, rounded up roughly like 2,500 U.S. troops were killed in what was the longest ambitious invasion in history. Around 2,700 people or British troops, Canadian and 946 Canadian troops also took part in the or assault were killed. We were so very much thank you for the people who went and helped with it after the invasion in England for the D-Day, whatever everyone was doomsday about. Okay, why are you not letting me? Okay, so I can't seem to do it unless I make it an account. So I'm gonna I'm gonna read what is on there just to make it easier and what some of it is. So basically, in the Wall Street Journal of Dow Jones, or yeah, this is Wall Street Journal. Massive crowd take two streets in last fight for Hong Kong. This is also in China, so Hong Kong it's kind of its like own a state or its country, I think, despite being China. So I don't know how that works. So um, if it's not its own country, please know. But as long as I know it's own it's part of China, I think. I don't know. I don't know how that works. So Hong Kong Democrats staged the biggest rally challenge China authorities over the city since Britain seized control in 1997, throwing streets for hours protesting proposed laws that would let Beijing take people across the border to stand in the mainland. So it is its own country because apparently they're saying that Beijing people take across the border. I don't get how Hong Kong being in China, literally in China, being its own country. Can you even explain to me that? Because I'm confused. Because like if Hong Kong has, like I said, I don't get it because I have to. I don't know. I think my schools never taught us the um like the science of it, or like no, not science, but like social, the the his, history of Hong Kong and China, uh, on how did, and I know some of you may like no, we don't know, but I think if schools can teach on like countries a little bit, or what the or like the fact that the continents, because when I was in school, I always think Africa was its own country, Asia was its own country. I never thought knew that um Asia was a continent, and the fact that Africa was a continent. I didn't know that. I mean, like I wish I knew, and I wish that they can go at least like show us like what the countries are, cause and don't hate me because of it. That's my opinion, but I really do think that like when I was growing up, I never knew much about like certain countries. You like I think to it like some countries teach about their country, like U.S. teaches about like the past, the history of U.S. And I think during social studies, honestly I say we need to learn about like, oh, here's Asia, but here's what's in Asia. Here's the U.S., the America, or North America. Here's what's in North America. Here's Central and South America. Because without knowing what countries are there and what continents, I think confusion can happen. And uh, and like also learning about like what's in Asia. Like uh, I never knew there was a North Korea and South Korea, and uh, or at all, or maybe like they're at war with each other or something. And not only that, uh, funny thing. So I was talking to my one of my coworkers who's third shift, and he was talking about how like I mentioned like I want to go to South Korea. He mentioned, isn't that the place where it's like bad? And I said no, that's North Korea. South Korea is where like usually visitors are able to go down there or go there and go visit and all that stuff. So or Spain, whatever one. And then like I didn't know that. I thought Europe was uh also a continent, not a country. Um, because I didn't know. I don't know what they do to teach that, but like I honestly think that they need to make it or like reevaluate things teaching about like certain stuff or whatever school wants you to teach it, but it's boring. Okay, so that's all the news I got. I'm just jabbering now. So I'm sorry. Been a crazy week and I'm on medication, so I'm kind of like, eh. Okay, let's see. Well then, so I so fucking my summer's going crazy. Next 2 Saturdays I have off. One of them was a tattoo I'm finally getting for my dad. Um, really that like I'm gonna probably be hurting or saying in a certain way because of my back will probably be hurting. So Saturday or Sunday I might in August I might record it. I'm gonna talk to Jonathan about that or somehow go live with the phone and somehow get in there if needed. Just so you guys can see, like, we're going to probably do an IRL stream where we can actually do it, not just like where I have to record it or whatever. But no, I guess I want to do something special because I try to do it more just here, but it seems like it just didn't work. So first week of August, some of you don't know, and you're a person you might want to listen closely. I don't know if you, or I don't know if it comes like from people of the country or whatever. I don't know. Sorry for the background. But people who are in like Central America, no, not Central America, but Central New York, may know this already. Uh, Speedy Fest in Binghamton, you're not or a park in Binghamton called Oswego Park. It's hosting a 35th anniversary Speedy Fest Balloon Rally and Expo. Balloon Rally Expo. Um, so what that means is like it's yes they have some speedy areas, but they also have like different vendors stuff like that. Like your favorite teams, like play and stuff, crazy stuff like that. Well, they also have one thing that this festival does is having performances. Like here's times where we're gonna have performance of these particular people. One day is for one band, one day is for country. I it's almost certain every year there has to have a country concert. A lot of people like it, including me, country girl or country's. I'm a fan of country songs. If you can't already tell, um, my brother so I think their tickets this Friday. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's in my hand? You guys probably won't see it. It's my ticket. Uh, so the Fridays at 7 p.m. is Jefferson Starship with Mickey Thomas. That's Saturday. That's Friday. Saturday at 4. This one I want to go to. This is the one this country, and I'm not sure about the beginner or after whatever. This is King Calloway. Don't never heard of them, but this particular performer I have. There's two meet and greets. This Saturday is one of them. Let me do it. Read it to you guys. The meet and greet before that from 12 to 3 is Bobo Stewart from The Descendants. Some of you might not know this movie. Some of you might not. He played one of the villains with Dove Cameron, and some other one. And at 4, besides King Calloway, is Hunter Hayes. I know him by listening to him. Some of the songs are Invisible, 21, Storm Warning, I Went Crazy. There's more. I just don't know them from the top of my head. And this is Sunday. The meet and greet for this one is also 12 to 3. Ethan Walker from the Biz Art Irk. This is a band from some show on Nickelodeon. I don't know. And then 5 p.m. is the one and only Kansas. The one with Carry On My Wayward Son or something like that. So that's gonna be in August. I'm excited. I'm ready. You know, so yeah, you know, I'm sorry, my brain's like I said, I'm on medication for my brain. I'm from dealing with this illness and or mental illness. And for some of you might wonder why I showed my pillow box earlier. Jenna was asking about it. I was just showing it. And for me, I knew something was wrong. I couldn't just fix it, and I just wanted to level it out at least, or like control it enough where at least I can do the show and not feel like I'm gonna throw it or get frustrated or anything or anxious or get tight. So this right here, or my medication is helping a lot. So I should be good. And then around 5 I might stream on Twitch. Can't just find it. Didn't put the thing on there because my OBS not working. So I'm gonna check one thing. Okay, so my final thoughts because coming up to near the end of the show, and I did over an hour surprisingly with all this crazy stuff. Thank you for my final thoughts are like if you say in Pug Stop, if you feel like you're alone, get help. Because you're not alone. So if I can do it, some of you can. I know some of you have said I can't do it. I'm not like you, just me. In the end, it's gonna be worth it. Because hey, though you might be wanted back a lot by a lot of people, and they feel like this is not you. So tune in next week where at least I can get it a little bit better and not have too much yabbering. And that much fun. So I will see you guys next week. Okay, I'm gonna let it go for a little bit.